What a disaster. It has been almost 6 months now, and the ongoing decline of Cracker Barrel, it actually seems to be getting worse. Headline at the New York Post. Cracker Barrel shares tumble over 10%. Now, just to be clear, this was not a 10% decline in the last 5 or 6 months. If we were looking long term, shares of Cracker Barrel have declined 50%, meaning the company has lost half of its value. The 10% decline that the New York Post is reporting, this decline happened in one day, and it's not hard to figure out why. Well, Uncle Casey, that's right. Go woke, go broke. Cracker Barrel remains unforgiven. Yeah, that's some of it. That definitely increased the decline. But the truth is, Cracker Barrel has been declining for years. The reason they implemented inclusion, the reason they were redesigning their stores, it's because they were already seeing double-digit declines in sales. The problem is, and for reasons unknown, Cracker Barrel continues to not address what I believe is the root cause of their problem. Cracker Barrel continues to operate like the WNBA dump. The WNBA product is substandard. The on-court product in the WNBA is the drizzling shits. But instead of addressing pretend basketball, the WNBA chooses to polish the turd. They focus on aesthetics. They focus on marketing, promotion. But the WNBA has a luxury that Cracker Barrel does not have. The dump is backed by a multi-billion-dollar organization that doesn't care if they lose money. Cracker Barrel doesn't have that luxury. Cracker Barrel is responsible to shareholders who are losing millions and millions of dollars. You know, when businesses are in decline, when businesses are losing money, one thing most businesses do, they look for ways to cut cost. Take my YouTube channels, for example. I don't have a large team, but I have monthly expenditures with the channels. Views have declined a little bit this year, but thankfully, revenue hasn't declined too much, which makes me wonder if views are being counted differently, but that's another topic. Let's pretend for a second that my revenue declined 30-40% this year. The first thing I would do, lay off my thumbnail designer. I'd have to learn how to make thumbnails and start making them myself. I would start eliminating a lot of my subscriptions. New York Times, USA Today, Washington Post, ESPN. I pay hundreds of dollars every month for various subscriptions. But the one thing I would not do, I would not sacrifice the quality of the content. If I really needed a subscription to ESPN, I would keep it. I wouldn't downgrade my equipment. I wouldn't downgrade my internet package. I wouldn't do anything that sacrificed the quality of the content. Unfortunately, Cracker Barrel seems to have done the complete opposite. In order to cut cost, Cracker Barrel seems to have sacrificed the quality of their food. And that's not my opinion. That's the opinion of their core customers who eat there on a regular basis. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Voting is still open for the 3rd annual Huge Embarrassing Failure Awards. If you want to cast your vote for 2025's Most Embarrassing Failure, link to the poll is in the description below. Link to the second channel also in the description below. Now, not going to be a video today on the second channel, and speaking of that, I don't know what the upload schedule is going to look like next week. More than likely, there's going to be a day, maybe multiple days, where I will not be here. My oldest Yorkie, Chewy, is having some health problems. But Casey, in your pet club ad earlier today, you said Chew's getting better. I mean, in some ways, she is. We have seen vast improvements. Their products have definitely helped her behavior, her immune system. But Chewy is dealing with esophageal issues, throat issues, issues that require surgery if they can be fixed through surgery. And unfortunately, that's just a big if. I'm waiting on a call from a specialist. I'm going to have to take her out of town next week for observation. I don't know when, but the point is, if I'm not here, that's the reason why. A lot of you guys email me when I miss a scheduled video, which I definitely appreciate. I appreciate that you care that much. So I'm just giving you a heads up now. That's what's going on. According to the Wall Street Journal, Cracker Barrel is at serious risk of losing the dozens of people that still eat there. This week, the Wall Street Journal spoke with older people who have been eating at Cracker Barrel for decades. According to Grandma and Grandpa, Cracker Barrel has been serving the drizzling shits. They spoke with a 73-year-old man from Northern California. "I want syrup on my pancakes. I don't want that watered-down junk." I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't know about you guys, but when I eat pancakes, I prefer syrup too. I damn sure don't want my pancakes dressed in water. Other loyal customers, they have complained about the quality of biscuits, which is perplexing because it's kind of hard to mess up bread. However, Cracker Barrel is being accused of reheating biscuits and reheating sides. That is definitely no bueno. Uncle Casey doesn't do reheated anything. There is no such thing as leftovers in Uncle Casey's palace, and I'm damn sure not paying for leftovers. This is a true story. The last time I ate at Cracker Barrel, which was, I don't know, it's probably this time last year. Like most older people, my parents like to eat at Cracker Barrel after church on Sunday mornings. I don't usually go because I find their food to be detestable. But every once in a while, when my sister brings my nephews along, and me and my family will go. The last time I ate there, I ordered fried chicken. When you're accustomed to eating only fresh food, you can automatically tell when something has been reheated, and that's especially true with fried chicken or fried anything. Reheated chicken has a very specific taste, a very specific bad taste. I took one bite. I could instantly taste the rubber. That was the last time I ate at Cracker Barrel. In the restaurant industry, the one thing you can't afford to develop, the one thing that is damn near impossible to overcome, a bad reputation. Whether it's a bad reputation with cleanliness or a bad reputation with food quality, it doesn't matter how many decades you've been in business. Once you earn a reputation for bad food, it is tough to overcome it. Unfortunately for Cracker Barrel, they're seeing the impacts of their bad reputation in their numbers. According to Fox Business, during the first quarter of fiscal year 2025, which I believe for Cracker Barrel was this past quarter, Cracker Barrel posted EBITDA numbers, which is earnings before interest, taxes, and I think amortization. Cracker Barrel reported EBITDA numbers of $7.2 million. During the same quarter last year, they reported nearly $46 million. Now, their doofus CEO, Julie Fells Messina, who has more names than dollars in her pocket, according to Jules, we spent an additional $14 million on advertising. That's why our numbers are down. Then what the hell happened to the other $25 million? Ironically enough, $25 million, that's the amount of money that Cracker Barrel lost this past quarter. This time last year, Cracker Barrel profited almost $5 million. This past quarter, They reported losses of 25 million. That is a massive swing. Now, you can blame their embrace of the woke wiener. You can blame their dedication to diversity. That damn sure has something to do with it. But I think a big reason for Cracker Barrel's decline, it's the quality of food, or the complete lack of quality. For decades, Cracker Barrel has been the place for older people. McDonald's appeals to kids. Taco Bell appeals to people who enjoy diarrhea burritos. Wendy's appeals to people who prefer bioengineered burgers. But Cracker Barrel, it's always been the place for older people, people who are retired, people who take their grandkids to breakfast over summer break. Part of the allure of Cracker Barrel, especially for children, it's the store. It's like stepping into a time capsule. They've got all these overpriced trinkets. They've got a store full of junk. Every time my nephews go into Cracker Barrel, they find something they want my sister to buy. When she always says no, they come to me. And Uncle KC always buys it for them, especially if it's noisy, because as the older brother, it's my duty, it's my responsibility to make sure my sister is constantly aggravated. For decades, Cracker Barrel has used the store, the rocking chairs on the front porch, to bring people in, which is fine. That's fine, but that's not enough. You can't serve people the shit sandwich for years and expect them to keep coming back. Most older people, they are living on fixed incomes. Hell, most people nowadays are living on strict budgets. For a lot of people, going out to eat is an event. It's something that happens once a week, maybe even once a month. If they go to Cracker Barrel and the food is bad, they're not coming back. They're not going to waste their weekly outing on bad food. Julie Massino is claiming that she's focused on addressing food quality. She's claiming that she is increasing the quality of food. The problem is, it could be too late. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.